It's beaten into our heads that in order to be a real woman, that you need to be able to have children, become a mother, have a happy little family with a husband and a white picket fence, and that is the American dream, the epitome of happiness. I've been through a lot. I think that's really fair to say. I have a lot of medical issues and I want to talk about them. I'm ready now. Hi guys, welcome to my video. So some of you might be really confused right now and wondering what is going on? What is this video about? Because the title is Hysterectomy at 22, and that's no laughing matter. It is very serious. Yes, I'm getting a hysterectomy. Yes, I'm 22. I'm very young. And you might be wondering, why? Are you crazy? You might be thinking, oh, you're gonna regret it. Don't do it. But, you know, there's a reason that I'm planning on doing this, and there's a reason that my doctors permitted me to get this surgery, and I'm going to explain that. And I hope that from this video you can understand why someone would get a hysterectomy at 22. You can understand endometriosis a little bit better, and hopefully you can be supportive. My reason is that I have severe endometriosis. And endometriosis is quite common. 1 in 10 women have it, but most women don't experience symptoms as severe as what I do. Some women suffer quite a lot from this disease. It's a reproductive disease. Endometriosis is a disease that originates from the uterus. The tissue inside the uterus, called the endometrium, finds a way to escape into the body cavity instead of expelling itself naturally through the vagina and out of the body. So each month, this endometrium-like tissue that is inside of the body will build up, shed, and bleed, and this has nowhere to go because it's not in the proper place, and therefore the body isn't expelling it. And these growths can occur in many parts of the body. There's a huge misconception that endometriosis just means you have really bad periods or really bad cramps, but it's a lot more than that. It wreaks havoc on the body, and it has definitely profoundly impacted my life since I've been diagnosed with it. It came on very suddenly for me and very severely. I had no idea what was wrong with me. I went to all kinds of doctors, and eventually I got a laparoscopic surgery. Same like they do for an appendectomy. They do 2 little incisions a few inches kind of below your hip bones, a little bit inward. And they do 1 in the belly button. And they go in and they look around to see if they can find anything. And in my case, I had a small amount of tissue, and my surgeon decided to do an ablation. An ablation is a laser surgery they use a laser to burn and kill the endometriosis cells to prevent them from growing and to detach them from your organs. The other method of surgery is excision, which is where they go in, I think either by hand or robotically, and they remove it from a cellular level. And generally speaking, excision is thought to be more successful, and ablation is becoming less popular. Like I said, people often have reactions that can be offensive, and I don't think that people mean it. It's beaten into our heads that in order to be a real woman, that you need to be able to have children, become a mother, have a happy little family with a husband and a white picket fence, and that is the American dream, the epitome of happiness. I'm really not personally sad about this. I mean, you can kind of see my eyes are watering. It's emotional to talk about this because it's hard to be sick and be 22 years old. It really is. I mean, it's hard to be sick at any age, but at this age, people are having, the best time of their lives. I asked for this. I fought hard for this. This is not something that doctors just hand out and do willy-nilly. This is something that is serious and lifelong and permanent. And this is something that I have seriously thought about. And, I finally got what I wanted, which is someone, a doctor, who would truly listen to me and understand that my quality of life is more important than a child that does not yet exist. Because if I can't take care of myself, I certainly can't take care of a child. I think it's highly irresponsible to have a child on purpose when you know that you would not be able to provide. And not only that, I have several genetic medical issues, some that are quite serious, and I would not want to pass those on to my children. However, I'm only getting a partial hysterectomy, which means that they are going to leave my ovaries because they want to preserve my eggs, because the ovaries will continue to receive blood flow and they will survive. The eggs will still be alive. So that means if I ever did change my mind and decide, I really want a biological child with my partner, I could get an egg extracted and I could have a surrogate raise or grow my baby. This is a possibility. It's not something that I think I would ever do, but it's possible. I certainly hope that my pain and suffering will be alleviated despite the ovaries staying. It is a concern that the ovaries are too damaged to ever allow me to feel normal again due to ovarian cysts, endometrial tissue, constant pulling and tugging, attaching to other organs, to the abdominal wall. Endometriosis is extremely hard on the body, and it's truly traumatizing to your organs, and the surgeries, are really the only option. It's the only way to get diagnosed, and it's the only way to get the tissue removed. There's no medications or prescriptions to fix it or get rid of it. all you can do is manage the pain, and if you choose, you can get a surgery, and you can get an ablation or an excision, and in extreme circumstances, they may decide to remove some or all of your reproductive organs. So the other thing I wanted to talk about is that there's a lot of reasons why women might not want kids ever, or maybe just temporarily. And I think it's really messed up that people measure a woman's worth off of her ability to bear a child. It's no longer the 1800s, it's 2017. And, you know, I told my doctors that, like, I have a right to my own body. I have a right to feel good. I have a right to make decisions about myself. I do not need to base my life around a child that does not yet exist and that I would not allow to exist due to the irresponsibility. Now, I'm not opposed to adopting or fostering a child someday if in my relationship that is something that was desired down the road. But currently, I'm far from a place of, you know, wanting a child. I had to drop out of school. I was in business school at the University of Oregon, and I loved it. I love college. I've always wanted to be a career woman. That sounds so old-fashioned, but I always dreamed of being like that boss lady, that badass in a suit. You know, I want to be in a powerful position. I want to make decisions. I want to use my intelligence. I want to make money. I want to travel. I want to enjoy my love life and my social life. And, you know, I'm allowed to be selfish and make that decision for myself, you know? It's not for everyone to have that kind of life, but if that's the kind of life that I want, then that's the kind of life that I should get. You know, I find it so shocking and offensive that I've had multiple female nurses and doctors tell me, you will want kids, you will regret doing that, you don't want to do that. And, you know, that is something that no woman should ever tell another woman. Like, you don't know me, you don't know my life, you don't know my struggles and what I've been through. Women do not need kids to be a real woman. Women can do whatever they want. Women should have complete and utter control over our bodies. And to the people out there who think that I'm making a terrible mistake, I don't care. It's the right thing for me. I'm confident in it. It is my best chance. And you cannot fault someone ever for wanting to take their best chance in life. You can't. Sometimes people tell me, no man will ever want you because you can't have children, or you won't be able to have children. And I tell them, if someone didn't want me because of my inability to reproduce with them, then they do not truly love me for me, because someone who loves me for who I am would be able to compromise and would be able to be proud that I was able to take control of my life and make a drastic decision to better my health and better my life. The right man would be proud, entirely proud. And as many of you know who I'm dating. I'm not gonna say because this is public, but we've been dating for 7 years and he's completely supportive of this decision. and I'm very glad. But regardless of his wants, this is about me. And I think that's what a lot of people forget. I think having a family is a truly beautiful thing. I love little kids. I love babysitting. I have a little sister who's just over a year old. You know, I do like kids, I do. But that doesn't mean that I need to have one to have a full and happy life. There are so many other ways that you can have a child. There's so many children who do not have homes and need mothers. So why would I, when I am sick, risk my life because a pregnancy would and can risk my life? Not just because of endometriosis, but because I have a blood clotting disorder, and the estrogen produced during pregnancy is an extreme danger to me and my child. I would have to take stomach injections of a blood thinner every single day, and the chances of miscarriage would be extremely higher for someone like me due to endometriosis. And like I said, I have bad genes. I do not want to give my son or daughter a blood clotting disorder, genetic defects, or malformations. I do not want to give my daughter endometriosis. I have been sick for almost 2 years from these things, and I may always be sick with them. I've accepted that. I have hope and faith that things will get better, and I fight for that every single day. But I might always be partially sick. It might just be part of my identity now. And that's okay. It's really okay. And so is a hysterectomy. It's okay. There's no guarantee that, you know, this is going to be a miracle cure or anything like that. But it's do nothing or do something. And I'm going to do something. Outside of the uterus. I mean, in. Why am I crazy? The entire uterus is removed through the vagina. 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 Vagina, vagina, vagina. Get over it, people. If you're watching my videos, words like that are going to come out. A woman's nana parts. Her reproductive system, her vagina, her cervix, her uterus, her fallopian tube. Was it me? This is Amber at Disney Channel. Not really. Why don't I keep winking? It's like I have a spasm. Oh my god, my lip goes up. Okay, that's just freaky. I think you're dumb if you think I shouldn't be happy about it. I'm happy. This vaginal suturing will heal by 6 weeks' time, allowing for any activity, if you know what I mean. I know I look very gorgeous right now. Conceited. I sit around at home a lot, bored, because I can't work or go to school because I'm sick, but I can do pretty makeup once in a while, you know. Am I a beauty guru yet? Give me money. Sponsor me. Send me PR. I'm ready for them dollar bills, y'all. It truly feels like I have barbed wire, little balls of barbed wire just playing around in there, having a ball, you know, there's a ball pit of barbed wire, and there's, you know, little critters jumping in it or something, you know. I hope they're having a good time, because I'm not. Okay, that was weird. I'm singing, ooh, 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 hysterectomy at 22, yeah. I'm the next, The Voice. I'm not funny.
You got me.